Hello there. In this video, we'll be learning everything about state machines. In UiPath, we have sequence, flowcharts, and state machines. The state machine is a special type because a state machine utilizes flowcharts and it utilizes sequences. As you can see, it starts with a start and then it branches into different states. This resembles the working of a flowchart, and within each state we have sequences. So again, state machine is a special type and it is very important to learn and an easy one. So to begin with, there are two types of states provided in UiPath. One is called state and the other is called a final state. The only difference between the two is in a regular state, we have an entry point and an exit point, while in the final state, we only have an entry point. This is how it looks. Within a regular state, there's an entry, there's an exit, and then there are transitions. But in a final state, there is only entry and there is no exit and no transitions. So how does the state machine work? Well, to explain you that before this, let's quickly run through this particular state machine. Let's just play this. So this is a number exercise. It says enter the number. So let's say we enter a number, we enter 40. It says you are in transition 1 to 50. Well, obviously because we entered 40, and then and then do you wish to continue? Let's say yes. We enter 70 this time. We are in transition 51 to 100, and then do you wish to continue? No. It says number exercise over. What this is trying to highlight is, in the initial state, we expect an input from the user, and that input is put into this variable input number. Then it undergoes a transition based on the input number. It could be either 1 to 50, 51 to 100, or any other number except between 1 and 100, right? Now, if the number is between 1 to 50, then it checks the condition. If the number is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 50, then it will show a message box, you are in transition 1 to 50. Well, just look again. This is the transition here. It is transitioning from the initial state to the state called number between 1 and 50. This is the transition. If I double click this, you'll find this, right? Similarly, if you have entered a number between 51 to 100, the state will undergo this transition. In this transition, it checks if the number is greater than 51, greater than or equal to 51, and less than or equal to 100. Then it also checks for a range of number that you input, anything apart from between 1 and 100. That is out of range transition. If the number is less than 1 and if the number is greater than 100, then it says you have entered a number which is outside the range of 1 to 100. Based on the transition, it either navigates through this state, the final state, or the state which is number between 51 to 100. Finally, from these states, the number states, it could either go into exiting state, the final state, or it goes back into the initial state. Now you might wonder how this is controlled. Well, this is controlled based on a input variable. Now let's see. Now let's run this again and let's see what happens. Let's say we enter the number 40. You are in transition 1 to 50. Okay. Do you wish to enter a number again? If here you say yes, and then you enter a number again, it says you're in transition 51 to 100, and let's say you say no this time. If you say no, it goes into the final state, and then it is over. So what's happening here from this state and this state? What's happening and what's controlling what? Let's see the code. So it says you get the number from the user, the number check, entered number is whatever. Do you wish to continue again? If you say wish to continue yes, that value is put into variable to continue, and then it is checked in these transitions. So let's see these transitions. Entering initial state. So entering initial state, is it to continue? If it is true, if the users clicked yes, then the boolean value to continue is true. It goes back into the initial state. If the boolean variable is false, then this condition is met and the state machine transitions into the final state. Same goes for this one. It goes into the final state. Once the machine enters the final state, that's when it's the final state. It will execute whatever is in the entry code, in the entry section, and it will terminate the program, right? If, however, the program just enters into the final state, it will always terminate. There's no other transition. It cannot go into any other state. This is all about the state machines. Thank you for watching and have a great day.